President Emerson Mnangagwa has proclaimed by-elections for 6 constituencies, namely Pumula, Nkulumane, Kambuzuma, Harare East, Mutasa South and Mbizo constituencies. The High Court had ordered the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission (ZEC) to cancel the nomination court process for the 6 constituencies on the grounds that no vacancies had occurred. The seats were held by People's Democratic Party members: Tendai Biti, Harare East, Settlement Chiquinya, Mbizo, Williams Madzimir, Kambuzuma, Rigite Sunga, Mutasa South, Kukaka Ivumile Fulu, Nkulumane, and Sechelisile Malangu, Pumula, before they were controversially recalled from Parliament. However, another judge of the High Court later issued an order setting aside the previous ruling, thereby necessitating the latest proclamation. Mnangagwa has set 28 January 2022 as the date on which the nomination courts shall sit. The proclamation read in part, Proclamation 2 of 2022. Proclamation.by.His Excellency, the Honorable Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, G. CZM, President of Zimbabwe and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces of Zimbabwe. Whereas, in terms of Section 129(1)(k) and Section 159 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, as read with Section 39(1) of the Electoral Act, the seats of members of Parliament for Pumula, Nkulumane, Epworth, Glen Norah, Harare Central, Highfield East, Highfield West, Kuwadzana East, Kuwadzana, Mufocus, St. Mary's, Glenview North, Kambuzuma, Harare East, Dangamvura Chikanga, Mutasa South, Marandera Central, Marandera East, Muriwa South, Chivi South, Mwenezi East, Binga North, Chilacho South, Mkoba, Kwekwa, Mbizo, Barangwa South and Gakwa Central have become vacant by reason of members of the National Assembly having ceased to belong to a political party which they were members when elected to the National Assembly by reason of the death of the members, and whereas a judge of the High Court sitting in Harare had ordered the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission to cancel the nomination court process for 6 constituencies, namely Pumula, Nkulumane, Kambuzuma, Harare East, Mutasa South and Mbizo, in respect of which it had been alleged that no vacancies had occurred, and whereas, subsequently, another judge of the High Court sitting in Harare issued an order setting aside the aforementioned order. And whereas, due to the lapse of time since the issuance of the second mentioned order, it is necessary to extend the nomination court process in respect of the 6 constituencies concerned. Now, therefore, under and by virtue of the powers vested in the President as aforesaid, I do, by this proclamation, A. Order new elections for the aforementioned constituencies, and B. Fix Friday, 28th of January, 2022, as the date on which the nomination courts shall sit, commencing at 10 o'clock in the morning, at I. The Magistrates' Court, Treadgold Building, Leopold Takoira Avenue, Bulawayo, for the purpose of receiving nominations of candidates for election as members of the National Assembly constituencies for Pumula and Nkulumane, and I. The Magistrates' Court, Abdul Gamal Nasser Road, Rotten Row, Harare, for the purpose of receiving nominations of candidates for election of members of the National Assembly constituencies for Kambuzuma and Harare East, and E. The Magistrates' Court, 102-4, Herbert Chitepo, Main Street, Muter, for the purpose of receiving nominations of candidates for election as a member of the National Assembly for Mutasa South constituency, and if the Magistrates' Court, Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, Main Street, Gweru, for the purpose of receiving nominations of candidates for election as a member of the National Assembly for Mbizo.